What's going on, everybody? My name is Paul. Welcome back to the Basketball Show. I had to get another episode in today as I saw, I think, a comedy skit on ESPN. It looked to me like a comedy skit and a prearranged speech from two guys, Perkins, Big Perk and Stephen A. Smith, talking about the Lakers and then talking about them as they're this defensive juggernaut now, and are pretty much meant to get to the NBA Finals. They have a great chance of going there, and they get this information all off of their last 6 games with Luka Doncic since the trade. I'm going to let you listen to their comments, and then I'm going to tell you my view on those comments, because as I looked into the statistics afterwards and the standings and all that other stuff, what Stephen A. is saying, what Woj is saying, and what Big Perk is saying, this had to be a pre-planned comedy skit, because this does not make sense at all. I'm going to let you listen to those comments. Hold on a second.
After what I saw last night, I was shocked. Let me be the first to apologize to the Los Angeles Lakers. I did not see them being capable of that. I got news for y'all. The Lakers, an NBA best, 14 or 15 and 4 since January 15th. The Denver Nuggets came into the game on a winning streak, averaging 128 points, got held to 100, so they got to playing defense as well. I mean, it's only the second victory for the Lakers against the Nuggets in the last 15 outings. LeBron James looks absolutely sensational. I mean, he's 40 going on 30. It's unreal what I'm seeing. And I'm going to say this right here, right now. J.J. Redick.
Yeah.
Is a candidate for Coach of the Year. He is just doing a hell of a job.
Number 1 defensive team in the league. Now, it's hard to believe that because Anthony Davis has been gone for most of those. And that is not a relic of AD's team. They're doing it despite being very small in the interior because they're so big on the perimeter, because Dorian Finney-Smith and Jared Vanderbilt come in there and give J.J. Redick some options.
Mind the game and respect the game. That's exactly what J.J. Redick is doing right now. He's a top 10 coach in the NBA today. I saw a report after the game. He said as soon as they had their win on Thursday against the Portland Trail Blazers, he didn't get hardly any sleep because he started preparing for the Denver Nuggets. And it showed when we watched. With a LeBron James playing the way that he's playing, a happy LeBron James, it ain't far-fetched. And when you think about the game plan, and this is just, I know it's just been an appetizer, but again, we saw when the Knicks played the Lakers on set, and what J.J. Redick and that system did to Karl Anthony Towns, then we saw it last night. That was Jokic's worst game, in my opinion.
He only got 7 shots.
That was his.
He only got 7 shots.
That was his worst game that I've seen in the last 2 years.
Well, the bigger issue is you and what you point to about defense. The Lakers have been showing up and defending, which is not something we were accustomed to seeing from them this year. And now that's the case. And so I'm looking at them now, and I'm looking at the rest of the Western Conference. We got the youth in OKC, but are you ready? We've got health issues in Dallas. We don't know what the hell is going on in Phoenix. We still trying to figure that out, okay? Denver, we thought that, you know what, they were here elevating, and then they ran into something that they hadn't seen from the Los Angeles Lakers. The Western Conference right now is vulnerable, and when you see Luka with the ball in his hands, I'm looking at a 40-year-old LeBron James movement without the ball, knowing what to do, when to do it, how to do it. The brother's brilliant. The Lakers with Hachimura, Dorian Finney-Smith, Austin Reeves, all these brothers. The Lakers are getting very, very, very interesting.
Real quick, I just want to point out the game plan and what JJ designed last night defensively. He somewhat exposed the Denver Nuggets. If you go back and watch that film and how he guarded Jokic and how he baited those guys into taking threes, that worked into their favor last night. I'm telling you, it's something. Listen, I'm telling you that damn JJ. I was wondering and questioning whether he was going to be able to fulfill that role of being a head coach, especially in this first year.
All right, so let's take this thing apart, because don't mind me not looking at the camera, because I'm looking at some statistics and standings here and everything else. So the Lakers are, right now, they're 4th in the West. They are 2 games behind the Nuggets. The Nuggets are 9-1 in the last 10, and the Lakers are 8-2 in their last 10. Okay, so that's what's happening right now. Now, if you look at the last games of the Lakers, the last 6 games for the Lakers when they had Luka already, you got them playing against a last team in the West, Jazz, twice, and they lost once. They lost to the Jazz. They lost to the last team in the West. Jazz kicked their butt. They scored 131 points on them. Then you got the Hornets, which they played in those 6 games as well. The Hornets beat them. The Hornets is one of the last teams, if not the last teams, in the East. And I'm going to double check. No, the Hornets are 14th in the East, and they kicked the Lakers' butt. Then you got the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers are, my friends, in the West at position 12. So that's another really crappy team. And the Lakers beat them by 8 points. Then you got the Mavericks, who don't have Anthony Davis. So the Lakers beat them last night. And then you got the Nuggets, which I think was kind of a lucky game for the Lakers. The Nuggets were on a 9-game winning streak or more. They were just probably exhausted and were done with it. They just lost that game, and simple as that. Stephen A saying that the Lakers are this top defensive team now. Even right now, as you look at the ratings for this season, in the offensive rating, the Lakers are 10th in the NBA. In the defensive rating, there are no Lakers. Lakers are not there in the top 10. They don't exist, okay? They did beat a couple teams. The Knicks have been struggling, especially on the road. That's not a big win. The only big win that the Lakers had in the last 19 games, as they mentioned, they're 15-4 in the last 19, was against the Boston Celtics. That's the only one big win that I think that they had that's actually worth mentioning, and pretty much nothing else. The Lakers are not going anywhere in the playoffs. They might get out of the first round. They will most likely be out in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Possible a Western Conference berth, but they're not going to the NBA Finals. There's no way. They're getting through the Nuggets, through OKC, and probably even the Grizzlies. There's no way. The more I watch these ESPN guys, the playoffs are coming soon, and the NBA wants buzz before the playoffs. And the biggest thing to make buzz before the playoffs is make the Lakers relevant. ESPN has contracts with NBA. I am telling you, this is a narrative they're told to push. In the last 6 games, where they're talking about this amazing resurgence defensively and all that for the Lakers, they only played one good team. Mavericks hurt. Nuggets was the good team. Blazers suck. Hornets suck. Jazz suck. Jazz suck. In the last 6 games, the Lakers played Jazz twice, the worst team in the West. Hornets once, the second worst team in the East. Trailblazers, which is the third from worst in the West, and then they played the Mavericks, who are hurt and don't even have Anthony Davis. So the only superstar on that team is Kyrie Irving. So they beat them. The Nuggets are the only team that they won pretty decisively when the Nuggets were exhausted already. The Lakers ain't going anywhere. I'm telling you, this is just a narrative that has to be pushed before the playoffs to get the ratings up and get people to watch the playoffs and the Lakers and all that other stuff, because the NBA is just going in the wrong direction. And what they're trying to do right now is they can't do it with the product, so they're doing it with media. just like with politics now and everything else, it's media driving a narrative. That's it. There's no way the Lakers are getting to the finals or sniffing the finals and winning. No way. That's all I had to say about that. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you.